Hi everybody! Today's video is going to be the 7 Deadly Sins tag. My friend Amy did it, so I thought I would do it too. I'll link her YouTube channel in the description box below. Go and check her out after you're done watching the video to see her tag or her other videos. She does some young adult novels, so book reviews and other stuff. So go ahead and you don't have to subscribe to her, but I'm sure she would love it. Just check her out and give her some love, and her videos are great. So here is my first question. Is greed. What is your most inexpensive book and what is your most expensive book? Inexpensive book, I have a lot of books that are free or thrift books. I've bought them at Goodwills, library sales, or gotten them as gifts, or I got them at thrift stores for free. There's this one store I know of that has a whole wall of books that you can just take them for free, so that's pretty nice. So, most expensive book. I don't really have a most expensive book that I can think of. Probably a hardback. Maybe the Harry Potter collection. It wasn't like a full collection when I got it. It is just all of the books hardback. They were all bought separately, but I guess together that's probably a lot of money. I didn't personally even have to pay for them. They were given to me by my grandma and my mom, so there we go. Wrath, what author do you have a love-hate relationship? Wrath, what author do you have a love-hate relationship with? I don't really have love-hate relationships with authors or with books. I either love it, I hate it, or it's kind of meh. If I had to pick somebody, I'd have to say Gregory Maguire, because I love his Wicked series, but he has written other things that I don't like as much, like Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister. It's been a while since I've tried to read it, but I remember when I did, it was in this old English that was the most difficult thing to read. I gave up because I couldn't understand it. I think I was reading it when I was like 14, so maybe if I try again, I'll fare a little better. But for now, I'm going to have to say him. What book have you deliciously devoured over and over with no shame whatsoever? I don't really like to read books. I mean, I like to read books more than once, but I never really take the time to do that. When there's new books out there I could be reading, but the one book I would have to say would be Swan Song. That's the book that I did my first video on. That's my favorite book, and I will read it over and over again until the day I die. Sloth. What book have you neglected reading due to laziness? Probably Les Mis by Victor Hugo. I've read like half of it, and I keep meaning to read the rest, but it's so long and I'm so lazy. So I'll get to it eventually. Pride. What book do you talk about most in order to sound like a very intellectual reader? I don't really try to sound like an intellectual reader. If I wanted to, I could probably talk about The Kite Runner, 3 Cups of Tea, Les Miserables. I could talk about some really old classical books. I could talk about some new, more up-and-coming books, things that are more contemporary. There's a whole list of things I could talk about that would make me sound really, really smart, but I don't really care if I sound really, really smart. I just like to talk about what I like to read. So the next one is lust. What attributes do you find most attractive in male or female characters? I don't really care about their physical attributes, if that's what the question is directed towards, which I'm going to assume because it's lust. I don't really care. I like the plot lines, and if I like the book, then that character is just how that character looks. It's not something, I don't create them all to look the same. I try to create them in my mind how the characters are being written, and that includes their attributes, their non-physical attributes, because like people, no character is the same. So I don't think it would be fair to be trying to read books just because a character acts a certain way or is a certain way. I think their attributes change depending on their genre as well. If you're reading an action novel and you need a hero to go beat somebody up, you're going to want that big, tough, strong guy that doesn't give a crap. But otherwise, I really don't care. Envy. What books would you most like to receive as a gift? Right now, I would have to say Afterworlds. by Scott Westerfield, because Bookables was giving it away in her BookCon haul video giveaway, and I didn't win, but I really, really wanted that book. So I would love to receive that as a gift. So that is all I have. That was the last question. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to go ahead and link my friend Amy's YouTube channel in the bottom bar. Go check her out. Subscribe to me if you want to see more. Leave comments, whatever you like, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.